welcome to Polygon Tutorial. Today I'm going to be sharing with you on how to create point, line and polygon layers on QGIS. Once you launch your QGIS, then you locate this icon, new shapefile layer. You click on it. On our subsequent video, I will be sharing on how to digitize with the point, line and polygon. But for now, I will show you how to create the layers. Alright, as soon as you click on new shapefile layer, you can see under this file name, you click on select the locations where you want it to be. I'll right click and click on new folder to create a new folder. I'll name this as SHP, that is the shapefile where I want it to be saved, and I'll give this name. I'll name this as SGP. Alright, so I'll select this place. Everything I'm working on will be saved there. The next thing we have is geometry type, point, line and polygon. So starting with point, you click on point, and then you have to define the projections of the points depending on your locations. When you click on these icons there, you're going to have list of coordinate reference system depending on your location, as I said earlier on. So you select the coordinate system for your locations, but I'm fine with this. Alright, now the next thing is new field. This field, I'm going to give this as name. I want the attribute table to carry names for my point layers. The attribute should include names, and for the names, text, I'm okay with text. I'll click on add. I'll give it another field. I want you to show the serial number, and that's serial number. So this is going to be on row number, and I'll click on add. You can see here. And lastly, I will give it date. I want you to show date and date, so I'll give it date, create date, and I'll change this to the type to date. Alright, I'll click on add. Then as soon as I'm done with creating of the field, I'll click OK. Alright, so this is it. You can see the point has been created. Coming back to this place now, I'll click on new shapefile again. This is giving this the name SG2, SG1. Select the projections. So the geometry type, which is line, this is line. Create a fit for it as I've shown you earlier on, and once you are done, you click OK. And lastly, we have the polygon. You make sure it's on the same location you are working on. Select your polygon, and if you want it to have an attribute table, you create an attribute table for that. If you want it to have an attribute table, you create an attribute table for it, and once you're done, you click OK. Alright, so these are the three. We can see point, line and polygon. Alright, so now once you select any of these under your layer, you can see the properties. These are the information for the point, the source, symbology. Okay, for points now, you can change it to another thing if you are not okay with the default selections. Maybe point is an hospital, you just select depending on what you need particularly. Also, you can change the color. You can change the color, and once you are satisfied with it, with the size as well, then you click on apply, you can see, and you click OK, and that's for point. Same thing with your line and polygon. Click on properties for line. Now for line, now you want it to be a dash black, whatever you want, you select and you click on apply. You can see it has been changed there. If you want it to be topo railway, you select and apply. Whatever you want, you just select and apply. And lastly, for the polygon, you do same thing. You do same thing for your polygon. If you don't want it to, if you want it to be hollow, you don't want it to show color, to contain color inside, you can just select whatever background you want, you know, select your color, change your color, outfit and every other things, and once you are done, you click OK. Now for the points, we created an attribute table, so let me quickly get you familiar with that. This is the attribute table under our points that we created the other time. So for the attribute table, now you can see we have ID, we have name, serial number, date. Those are the things we created earlier on. With this now, I hope you've been able to get how to create point, line and polygon on your QGIS.